Welcome back to Alexandra Palace, where it's now time for an exhibition. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, John Higgins to break. One.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
Six. Seven.
This will test his technique. What striking! That was something else.
12.
No more than half a chance here.
What a shot that is!
Superb cue ball control there. Ideal position.
13. $18.
Well, it goes. Half a chance.
Impressive shot with the rest.
19. John Higgins, 19.
Just wants to sink this into the left corner pocket. He'll be looking to tighten up his game here.
Two.
Perfect cueing required for this shot.
He's played that very well with the wrist.
7.
He's finished a bit awkward here.
8.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner.
He'll want to try and tighten up his game a little.
John Higgins, 8.
He fancies this red.
Lots of power on this shot.
No, not this time. Close, but a miss nonetheless. He's tempted by this red.
Green ball goes down. That's careless.
Foul. Joe Connor, 4. 1. Six.
Challenging pot along the cushion here.
7. 12. 13. 17. Joe Connor, 17.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner. That's a great pot.
He's cueing extremely well here.
1. 8.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner.
9.
'This is not easy.
Oh, wonderful shot.
Position looks pretty good to me.
15. 16.
'He'll be fuming about that.
23.
He's trying to be as risk-averse as possible here.
That's a pretty poor attempt.
Foul and a miss. John Higgins, 23. Joe Connor, 4.
He'll be conscious of not overhitting this. Pace is key. That hasn't really worked out at all.
Foul and a miss. Joe Connor, 1. 8. 10. Frame conceded. Frame, Joe Connor. Thank you. The second frame, Joe Connor to break.
Playing this with a lot of power.
That's a good opening red.
One.
Lining the blue ball up here. Well, an excellent pot.
Wonderful pot. Outstanding effort.
6. 7.
Well, no surprises here with the long pot attempt.
That's a wonderful, wonderful pot.
12. 13.
Yes, he's taking the pot on. Fabulous, absolutely fabulous pot.
And the cue ball has finished very nicely.
18.
He's playing for the right corner here.
$19.
Good cueing required here.
$24.
Very tricky shot coming up.
Oh, that's a top quality shot with the rest. Not easy at all.
25.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
$30. $31.
Tough shot coming up.
Well, that's just outstanding. Superb pot.
Well, he couldn't have played that any better. Superb positional shot.
34.
Playing this with plenty of power.
That's a beauty.
He's playing very well here.
35. $38.
A delicate touch required here.
39.
Long pot, right up his street. In it goes! What a shot!
44. $45.
Good cueing required here.
$50.
Tricky pot, no doubt. Well played. That was made more difficult due to the rest being used.
51. $56. $57.
Just this pink now.
Nicely done.
And that effectively shuts out his opponent in this frame.
63. $64.
Very nicely done.
71.
He just wants this to drop gently into the pocket.
Would you believe it?
72.
He needs good control over the pace of the white with this shot. He'll be disappointed with that shot, I think.
Foul. John Higgins, 72. Joe O'Connor, 4. Frame conceded. Frame, John Higgins.
And that is the frame.
There's nothing between these two players at the moment. A fascinating contest.
Yes, this is really close, with neither player being able to break free.
He'll be disappointed with that.
1. Joe O'Connor, 1.
Looking to play this with a lot of power. An unforced error. Well, well. Will it cost him?
He's taking this red on. And he's missed that. Well, this is a challenging shot along the cushion. Tremendous pot, brilliant.
1.
So, this pot into the right corner. Great shot.
Wonderful shot.
6.
Position looks good for a colour.
7. 14. 15.
'That's a really good split, and this is a real opportunity.
22.
'Looking to play this softly.
23.
'Well, I'm not surprised he's taking on the long pot here.
Oh, wonderful shot.
28. 29. 36.
Just wants this pot to drop into the pocket.
Well, that's left him a little awkward there.
44. 45.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket. Beautifully done.
Excellent cueing.
52. $53.
He'll play this with plenty of power. Nicely onto a red.
60.
Pace is critical here.
61. $68.
This is a critical shot here. Brilliant pot, outstanding. They don't come much better than that.
And that shuts the door on his opponent in this frame.
69.
He's lining this up into the right middle pocket. What a top pot that was.
71.
Pace is very important.
Tremendous pot.
72.
Lots of power on this shot.
$79.
This isn't easy.
$80.
We know what a prolific long potter he is, so I'd assume he'd take this on. Excellent shot.
85.
He's aiming for the left corner here.
John Higgins, 85. Frame conceded. Frame, John Higgins.
That is the frame.
He's taken a one-frame lead here and seems in pretty fine form.
Yes, he played well in that last frame. I think he'll be looking to push on here.
Thank you, the fourth frame. Joe Connor to break.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power. Impressive opening red.
One.
Nicely done.
8.
Nicely done. Good position to take on this pink.
9.
It's half a chance, but a chance nonetheless. That's well played with the rest.
16.
Well, he's taking it on.
17.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
24.
He's looking at this red. What a tremendous pot!
What about that full position shot? Perfect.
25.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
28. 29. 36.
'Playing this with plenty of power.
37.
'This is being played towards the left middle pocket. That's a top shot. Well played.
Really impressive cueing.
43. 44.
Playing this with a lot of power. Nicely positioned for the red.
51. 52.
'A long pot's on, and he's going for it.
Great cueing.
57.
'He's looking at this red to the corner. Well, he lost control of the cue ball there.
58.
He's taking it on. Oh, fabulous shot!
He'll be very happy with the position here.
63.
So, this pot into the right corner.
$64.
Just this black required. Wow, what a pot that is!
That should be it. No real way for his opponent to win the frame now.
71. 72.
Well, he's taking it on to the left corner. In it goes.
79.
He's playing for the right corner here. Excellent shot.
80. 87.
This needs to be played at the right pace.
88.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
95. $96.
Very tricky shot coming up. That is a great recovery shot.
$99.
What a century. Well played.
100.
He's an expert long potter and he's taking this on.
Anything looks possible when he's cueing this well.
He's looking very sharp at the moment.
105.
Just the colours remaining on the table now.
$107.
He's looking to pop this into the left corner pocket. That hasn't really worked out at all.
110. John Higgins, 110. Frame conceded. Frame, John Higgins.
And now the frame is his.
This is starting to develop into a decent lead here. They want to ensure he keeps the pressure on his opponent.
Lots of power on this shot. Really nice opening red.
One.
Tricky pot coming up. That's a good split. He's got a real chance here.
6.
He's going for the left corner pocket.
Seven.
Long pot, right up his street. Trademark long pot there. Such talent.
12.
Looking to play this with a lot of power. He's left that a little bit more tricky than he would have liked.
13.
Tricky pot, no doubt.
What a tremendous pot.
Yes, he'll be very pleased with that shot. What can he do here?
17.
Playing this with a lot of power.
Excellent pot.
That's a wonderful, wonderful pot.
18.
Well, no surprises here with the long pot attempt.
Wonderful pot. Outstanding effort.
23.
Gently does it.
24.
This requires good cueing. He's really on fire here.
$29.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
$30.
Well, he's taking it on.
$36.
Tough shot coming up.
That's a tremendous pot.
He couldn't have played that any better.
37.
He's aiming for the left corner here. Nicely done.
Great cueing.
44.
He's just looking to drop this in gently.
$45.
He'll want this to drop into the centre pocket. Down it goes.
Great cueing there.
51.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner. That's an excellent pot.
Brimming with confidence and on a bit of a roll at the moment.
52. $58. $59. $66.
So, just the red required here. No issues there.
That should be it. No real way for his opponent to win the frame now.
67.
Nicely played.
74.
He's just looking to drop this in gently. Great pot.
75.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner. And in it goes.
82. $83.
Played it well.
90. $91.
He's aiming for the left corner here. What a top shot that is.
98.
So, this pot into the right corner. No problem there.
99.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner?
What a century that is.
$105.
Just the colours remaining.
107.
Yes, he's taking the pot on.
That's a really good recovery shot he's played there.
110.
Playing this with plenty of power. He's got nice position on the blue ball here.
114. 119. 125.
Lots of power on this shot.
Foul, but irrelevant in this frame.
Foul. Joe O'Connor, 7. 125. And the frame, John Higgins.
That's the frame in the bag.
Thank you, the 6th frame, Joe O'Connor to break.
Playing this with plenty of power. Oh, that's an unforced error.
1.
He needs to be careful of not overhitting this. Not what he intended, and to be honest, I'm not sure what his intention was.
Foul and a miss. John Higgins, 1. Joe O'Connor, 7.
He's playing the safety and aiming to get the cue ball tight against the cushion.
Touching ball. Foul. Joe O'Connor, 4.
This is a half chance.
Not a great split.
1.
This won't be easy. I'm pretty sure that's not the position he was intending.
4.
He's playing the pot here. Close, but not quite.
John Higgins, 4. One. 6. 7.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket. That's a top shot.
He's right on top of his game at the moment.
12. 13.
'He's played that very well.
18. 19.
He's going for it. Tremendous shot.
Just look at that for a positional shot. Superb.
22.
No problems with the rest there. Well played.
23.
No, not this time.
Joe Connor, 23. 1.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
Four.
Well, it goes. Half a chance here. Beautiful pot.
5.
Playing this with a lot of power.
10. 11.
'Not an easy one, but a half chance. That's a fabulous pot.
$16.
Playing for the middle pocket.
$17.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
Well, that's right out of the top drawer.
$20.
He's lining this up into the right middle pocket. Tremendous shot.
21.
He's lost the cue ball a touch here.
26. 27.
'I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
$34.
Not an easy one, but a half chance. That's just magnificent.
That's great cue ball control. Excellent position.
35.
Well, he's taking it on to the left corner. No issues there.
Quality cueing there. Really good.
38.
He's going for the left corner pocket.
$39.
This isn't easy.
Oh, so close. He needed some luck there, and he didn't get it.
John Higgins, 39.
Pace is key here. Well, it was a really hard shot, and it hasn't worked out for him at all.
Foul and a miss. Joe Connor, 4.
This really is a great opportunity. That's ended up more awkward than he would have wanted.
2.
This is no gimme.
That's an absolutely outstanding pot.
Great positional shot. He'll be happy with that.
$9.
He just needs this blue. Another trademark crunching long pot.
And that shuts the door on his opponent in this frame.
14. 20.
He's taking this on.
And the frame, John Higgins.
And that is the frame. Well played.
Thank you, the 7th frame, John Higgins to break.
He's taking this on.
1. 3.
'Not what he intended at all. He'll be annoyed with that.
He's gone in off. That'll be frustrating.
Foul. Joe Connor, 4.
Half a chance here. That's really close, but not quite close enough. He's aiming for the left corner here. Beautiful.
1.
Good split. That's really opened the table up here.
7. 8.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
Excellent pot.
He seems full of confidence at the moment.
Eleven.
Playing this with a lot of power. He won't be too happy with his position here.
12.
'Well, I'm not surprised he's taking on the long pot here.
John Higgins, 12. 1.
Pace is key.
5. Joe Connor, 5.
Aiming for the right centre here.
One.
Looking to play this with a lot of power. Not the shot he was aiming for there.
6.
Lots of power on this shot.
What a shot he's pulled out the bag there. No more than a half chance.
Excellent positional play there. Inch perfect.
7.
This is tough.
Nicely done.
Simply wonderful.
11.
Just wants to sink this into the left corner pocket. No problem there.
He really looks in fine form at the moment.
12.
Gently does it.
Nicely played onto a red.
19.
He just wants this to drop gently into the pocket.
20.
Not an easy one, but a half chance. Magnificent pot.
He'll be happy with that. Top shot.
22. $23.
He's looking to pop this into the left corner pocket. Excellent shot.
Great technique. Superb cueing.
30. $31.
This really is tricky. No problems with the rest there. Well played.
38.
Looking to play this softly.
Well played. That was made more difficult due to the rest being used.
39.
Very important pot, this. No problem there.
And that effectively shuts out his opponent in this frame.
46. $47. $54.
He's going for it. Brilliant. What a pot.
55. $62.
Only the colours remaining.
$64.
Well, he's taking it on. What an excellent pot that is.
67.
Well, it goes. Half a chance.
$71.
This requires a really good strike. No doubts about his power after that shot.
He looks very sharp at the moment.
76.
He's taking this on. Fabulous effort. That's a great pot.
$82.
This is really tricky.
That completes a brilliant clearance. Very impressive.
And the frame, John Higgins.
Well played to take that frame.
Thank you, the 8th frame, Joe Connor to break.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
Great opening leg.
One.
Very tricky shot coming up.
Tremendous shot.
Well, not perfect position.
5.
Well, he's taking it on to the left corner. Tremendous pot.
What a wonderful pot.
6.
That split is not bad at all. Great opportunity.
13. $14. 21.
This won't be easy.
Wow, what a great pot that was.
Position looks very good here. He's played that very well.
$29.
Not an easy one, but a half chance. Oh, that's a top quality shot with the rest. Not easy at all.
30.
He's aiming for the left corner here. Great shot.
Oh, wonderful shot.
37.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner? And in it goes.
He really looks in fine form at the moment. Well, he's lost the cue ball a touch. Would have wanted that under better control, really.
45.
This should be straightforward enough.
46.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket. That's a top shot.
He's playing very well here.
53.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket.
54.
This won't be easy. Impressive shot with the rest.
$61. Will you please make sure your phones are on silent?
Not really the level of control he was after there. Lost the cue ball a little.
62.
This looks relatively easy.
$69.
So, just the red required here.
What a top pot that was.
And that effectively shuts out his opponent in this frame.
70. $74. $75.
Not an easy one, but a half chance. He's played that very well with the rest.
82.
Doesn't want to overhit this.
83. $90. $91. $97.
He's taking it on. Brilliant. Simply brilliant.
98.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket.
What a brilliant century.
105.
This really is tricky.
What a beautiful pot that is.
106. $113.
Just the colours to go. That's a top shot. Well played.
115. $118.
He's taking it on.
$122.
High quality striking required here. He's on a real roll here. Great striking.
127.
He's going for the left corner pocket.
$133.
Playing this with plenty of power. And that completes a brilliant clearance. Fantastic play.
140. And the frame, John Higgins.
And that is the frame.
Thank you, the 9th frame, John Higgins to break.
It's half a chance, but a chance nonetheless.
1. $7.
This is no gimme.
8. Joe Connor, 8.
This is really tricky. That's a great stroke. He'll be unlucky if he's not on anything here.
1. John Higgins, 1.
This is not easy.
Outstanding pot. That's right out of the top drawer.
1.
Lots of power on this shot. That could have finished a little better.
6.
Tricky shot here.
That's a beauty.
7.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
That's loose. He wanted more control there.
12.
Giving away penalty points with that foul.
Foul and a miss. John Higgins, 12. Joe Connor, 4.
That was the risk.
Foul and a miss. Joe Connor, 4. 1. Eight.
Perfect pace required for this shot.
9. 16. Joe Connor, 16.
Tricky pot coming up.
One.
This needs good striking here.
Six.
Well, he's taking the red on. Tremendous pot. Brilliant.
7.
So, this pot into the right corner.
$14.
He's taking the red on. No, not quite. Pretty close though, but that won't provide any solace.
John Higgins, 14.
This is tough.
So close, but he's missed it. That'll annoy him. Yes, he's taking the pot on. That's well played with the rest.
1. Eight. 9.
He looks like he's trying to play this behind the yellow.
That's what he was going for, and he's played it well.
John Higgins, 9.
He fancies this red. Fabulous effort. That's a great pot.
Excellent positional play there. Inch perfect.
1. Seven.
He's looking to pop this into the left corner pocket. Well, an excellent pot.
Quality cueing there. Really good.
8.
That could have finished a little better.
14.
He's taking on the pot along the cushion. He'll want to try and eliminate errors like that in this match.
John Higgins, 14. 1. Seven.
This is no gimme.
8. 14. 16. 19. 23. 28. 34. 41. And the frame, Joe Connor.
Well played to take that frame.
Thank you, the 10th frame, Joe Connor to break.
He'll play this with plenty of power. That is a quality opening red.
One. Eight.
He's taking the red on. That's well played with the rest.
9.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
$16.
Playing this with plenty of power.
$17.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner. That's an excellent pot.
Great cueing.
22.
Playing this with a lot of power. The split looks good to me.
24.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner. Beautiful.
Simply wonderful.
29. 30.
Aiming for the centre pocket here. That's a great pot.
He's right on top of his game at the moment.
35.
He'll want this to drop into the centre pocket. No issues there.
Great cueing there.
36. 41. 42. 49.
'Nicely onto the colour.
50.
'Just wants to sink this into the left corner pocket.
That's a really good split, and this is a real opportunity.
56.
'Decent position to take on a colour here.
57. 63.
Important pot here. And in it goes.
And that shuts the door on his opponent in this frame.
54. 71. 72. 79. 80. 87.
'Tricky pot coming up.
What a wonderful pot.
88. 95.
'Nice position on the black.
96.
'Brilliant century.
$103.
Just the colours now. Beautifully done.
105. 108.
Looking to pot this brown.
112.
'He's taking this blue on. Brilliant shot.
117.
It's half a chance, but a chance nonetheless.
123.
This isn't easy.
Great clearance. He'll be thrilled with that.
105. And the frame, John Higgins.
And now the frame is his.
Thank you, the 11th frame, John Higgins to break.
This isn't easy. Impressive opening red.
1.
That's a poor shot, a really poor shot.
Joe Connor, 1.
Tricky pot, no doubt.
Down it goes.
1.
He's aiming for the left corner here. What a top shot that is.
Oh, wonderful shot.
6.
So, this pot into the right corner.
7.
Playing this with a lot of power.
Excellent pot. Superb.
And the cue ball has finished very nicely.
12.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
13.
The long pot's on, and he's going for it. Stroked it in. Great shot.
18. 19.
'He's an expert long potter, and he's taking this on.
Great technique, superb cueing.
24.
Playing this with plenty of power.
25.
'This is really tricky.
That's a top shot. Outstanding potting.
Superb cue ball control there. Ideal position.
30. 31.
We know what a prolific long potter he is, so I'd assume he'd take this on.
Well, you can't question his cue power after that shot.
36.
Lots of power on this shot.
$37. $44. $45. $52.
I think he's playing this with a lot of power. And that's the black ball down. Careless.
Foul. John Higgins, 52. Joe O'Connor, 7. 1. 8. 9. 14. 15. 21. Joe O'Connor, 21. One.
Well, he lost control of the cue ball there. He'll be annoyed with that.
6. Joe O'Connor, 6.
He doesn't want to play this with too much pace. I'm not sure what happened there, but that's a poor shot.
Foul and a miss. Joe O'Connor, 4. 1. 8.
No, not this time.
Joe O'Connor, 8. 1.
That's the result he was after.
John Higgins, 1. Foul and a miss. John Higgins, 4.
Well, he's asked for the retake. Well, not what he intended, but it's worked out okay.
That foul could cost him.
Foul. Joe O'Connor, 4. 2. 5. Joe O'Connor, 5.
Half a chance here.
4.
Well, it goes. Half a chance here. What a great pass.
What about that for a positional shot? Perfect.
9. 15.
He's playing for the right corner here.
22. And the frame, John Higgins.
That is the frame.
Thank you, frame 12. Joe Connor to break.
Tricky shot here.
1.
He'll need to strike the cue ball very true here. Really aggressive potting there. That took some guts.
6.
Looking to run this along the cushion.
7.
The long pot's on, and he's going for it. That's a great demonstration of his cue power.
12.
He's aiming for the left corner here. In it goes.
He's cueing extremely well here.
13.
That's a top shot.
Wonderful pot. Outstanding effort.
20. 21.
He's an expert long potter, and he's taking this on.
Quality cueing there. Really good.
26.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket. Not the best shot.
27.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
John Higgins, 27.
This is a real opportunity to get back into this frame.
1. 6. 7. 12.
'Well, he's taking it on to the left corner. Well, he lost control of the cue ball there. Careless.
Foul. Joe Connor, 12. John Higgins, 4.
He's playing on from this position. He's playing the pot here. What a great shot that is.
Position looked very good here. He's played that very well.
1.
Just wants to sink this into the left corner pocket. No problem there.
Really impressive cueing.
8.
Tremendous shot.
Wonderful shot.
9.
He's taking this on to the right middle. That's an excellent pot.
Excellent cueing.
15.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner?
16.
Very tricky shot coming up.
What a beauty!
That's great cue ball control. Excellent position.
23.
Tricky pot along the cushion here. Tremendous pot.
He seems full of confidence at the moment.
24. $31.
He's aiming for the left corner here. That's a loose shot.
32.
So, just this black needed. Oh, that's a top quality shot with the rest. Not easy at all.
39.
Looking to play this with a lot of power.
Oh yes, what a pot!
$40.
I can't see any problems here. Very well played.
47. $48.
He's playing the pot here.
$54.
This is a half chance.
John Higgins, 54. Frame conceded, frame and match, John Higgins.
That's the match in the bag.